All right, boys and girls, we are talking about warm colors. Orange that we just painted our fox is a warm color. Right now, when you look outside and you see all the beautiful leaves, you are seeing lots of beautiful warm colors. Lots of oranges, yellows. You can even see touches of pink in the leaves and reds. All of these are warm colors. Think of these colors like, let's pretend you're roasting a marshmallow at a fire. All the colors you see in that fire are warm colors. And when you stand next to a fire, you're also nice and toasty and warm, which is an easy way to remember what warm colors are. Warm colors are represented in this leaf too. Sometimes you might want to just pick out all your warm colors out of your markers or your crayons and just use warm colors. They're beautiful colors of fall. Well, today we are going to make these tiny little beautiful fall leaves that almost look like tissue. And it's not tissue paper, but I bet you can guess what it is. We are going to use a coffee filter, and we're going to use markers and our paint set to tie-dye our coffee filter, and then we're going to use these to cut these into miniature leaves the next time I'm with you. So you need some type of a placemat underneath your coffee filter. This was my coffee filter paper I laid underneath, and I'm going to do an art project with that sometime because I love the way the paper looks too. So when you're coloring on your coffee filter, you need to lay it on some kind of a placemat. It's going to move this big jumbo fall leaf because we are about to start our mini fall leaves. So you have a coffee filter in your kit that came home this week, and I'm going to spread out my coffee filter, and you can start making a design on your coffee filter using all your fall colors of your markers. You want to make curly lines that go around and around. We've been talking a lot about lines. If I lay my marker on its side, I'm definitely going to get whiter color. So I want you to try really hard to fill up this whole coffee filter with marker color. So I'm just going to keep rotating my colors. Definitely use plenty of yellow. Yellow works magical in this tie-dye leaf project. So I want to make sure that you can see good. I'm also going to use some of my watercolor to wet this coffee filter to give me more of a brighter, intense fall color. Don't forget to use pink because you don't have pink in your watercolor set. And I want to make sure I get that color in my beautiful fall leaves. And I just need to add a little orange. You can see I'm not really taking a whole lot of time. I'm not worried about making a masterpiece. I just want to get as much color onto my coffee filter as possible. Okay, your coffee filter should be nice and damp at this point. You can pick it up and look at your paper underneath, which is so fun. All right, back to the watercolor sets. My watercolor sets are still nice and wet, but if they weren't wet yet, you would need to go in and wake up each color by twirling your little ballerina paintbrush. In each color, I'm going to start with yellow, and I'm just going to wet my coffee filter with a little bit of this paint. The paint's going to soak in, and it's also going to make my coffee filter lay down a little bit better and get nice and wet. I used up all my yellow, so now I'm just going to wiggle my brush into my water, and I'm just going to wet my coffee filter. Just using yellow and water. Wiggle that water all around on your coffee filter. All right, let's see. I'm going to pause here.